Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, miss you. Take you off, I came in way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto, your taste. It's really a bad reception out there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? Where you at? Where you at?
So hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. Today, let's talk about the Canon 200D, or it is also known as the Canon SL2 in some other markets. So for example, if you are in USA or Canada, this camera is called the Canon SL2, and in India and most of the other Asian markets, it's called the Canon 200D. But nevertheless, it's the same camera, and today in this video, let's talk about whether or not this camera is good for starting YouTube in 2018. Now without wasting any more time, let's begin. Starting off, let's talk about that sensor itself. So the Canon 200D comes with a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor, and it is an APS-C size sensor. That means it is not a full frame sensor, but at the given price point I wasn't expecting full frame, so that isn't a big issue. It also comes with the Canon Digic 7 image processor, which is awesome. The color science is great, the dynamic range is great, and overall the image quality is also very good. So as far as the sensor goes, you will have no complaints with it, and Canon is offering a lot over here at the given price point. Now one more thing that is awesome on this camera is autofocus. It has 9 autofocus points, and it has the dual pixel autofocus technology, which is crazy fast, it is accurate, and yeah, it's the best in class. So for the given price point of 40 to 50,000 rupees, the autofocus is awesome, and you won't find any other camera with as good as autofocus on the Canon 200D, which is a very big thumbs up from my side. So if you are into any kind of video work, and if you are OCD about focus like me, then this is the camera to go for. You can trust it with its autofocus, and it works really fine. So that was about autofocus and the sensor. Now let's talk about the two main things with this camera, that is photography and videography. So let's start with photography. So as far as photography goes, you'll have a very good time with this camera. May it be low lighting conditions, day lighting conditions, artificial lighting conditions, whatever. If you can use the manual mode, then yeah, this camera will perform very well in all sorts of conditions, and you'll have no complaints whatsoever. Now photography also depends upon the lens that you use. So for example, if you want to go for portrait photography, I would say that go with the Canon 200D and the 50mm f1.8. It's the perfect combination. It won't leave a hole in your pocket, and you'll have a great time with portrait photography as far as this camera goes with the 50mm f1.8. Now for other lenses, this one supports the normal EF lens mount, so you have a variety of lenses available, and you can use all of them with this camera, which is again a big thumbs up from my side. Now let's go ahead and have a look at some of the sample images that I've shot with this camera. As you can see, the color science is awesome, the skin tones are natural, the dynamic range is excellent, and the image quality is superb. You'll have no complaints as far as photography goes with this camera. So if your primary use with this camera is photography, then go for it, don't think twice. Now next part that comes is videography. This camera can shoot up to 1080p at 60 fps, which is really great. Now it would have been good to have 4K at 30 fps at least, because we're living in 2018, but I can let the 4K part go because of the autofocus and the color science. So only because of the autofocus and Canon's color science, I can let the 4K part go, but other than that, it would have been really good to have 4K on this camera. But nevertheless, you have 1080p at 60 fps, and you can shoot some really good B-roll with this camera. You saw in the intro, it was shot completely on the Canon 200D, and you can get some really good slow motion shots at 60 fps as well, and you can get a fast paced B-roll at 24 fps. So as far as B-roll goes, this camera is really good. Also with that autofocus, you can create some really good videos with this camera. So that's why when you want a camera for YouTube, like if you want a camera like not too expensive and not too cheap as well, then this is the perfect sweet spot. It comes in for the price of rupees 40 to 45,000 rupees depending upon the lens you choose or only the body and whatever. But at this price point, the videography part is awesome. So if you want a camera for YouTube, then go for the 200D. It won't disappoint you at all. Now, few of the reasons why it is better than the Canon 1300D and 1500D is because that it has a headphone jack, it has autofocus, and it has a flip out screen. So yeah, you can flip out the screen and see yourself while you're shooting. So the framing becomes easier, and also checking the exposure at different times also becomes easier. The Canon 200D also comes with optical stabilization, which helps in shooting some really smooth footage. One thing that I forgot to mention is that I'm shooting this A-roll with the Canon 200D itself. So you guys can make out about the quality and let me know about the quality in the I button over here. I'll drop a poll and definitely vote for it. One more good thing is that it comes with a headphone jack. That means you can connect external microphone to this camera, which is a really good thing. So for example, if you are a vlogger out there, you can connect a Rode microphone and you are good to go. So a Gorilla Pod, this camera and a Rode microphone, and you can shoot some really good vlogs with this camera. It is also lightweight and compact, that's why it won't be heavy while you're vlogging, which is again a big thumbs up from my side. Now one more great thing with this camera is that it comes with Wi-Fi and NFC. That means you can transfer your photos directly to your smartphone using the Canon Camera Connect app, which is a great thing. It was absent in the 700D, it is present in the 200D, so well done Canon. So overall, as far as videography goes, I would definitely recommend the Canon 200D at the price of rupees 40 to 45,000 rupees. And as I mentioned before, if you are thinking about buying a new camera for YouTube, go for it, don't think twice, and you'll have a good time with it. Now earlier I would suggest the 700D, but after its discontinuation, 200D is the way to go for. So anyway, that's been it. I hope you liked this video in some way or the other, and if you did, then let me know about that in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. You can follow me on all my social media platforms. All the links as always are available in the description box below. If you like my content, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Harsh Punjabi. I'll see you guys in the next one.